Hello, everybody. This is Sir Winston here on the Sir Winston Podcast, and today is Season 2, Episode 6. Now, today I want to talk about the rise of Jay Park. Recently, I've been stumbling on videos of Jay Park on TikTok and YouTube of him dancing in a red Hawaiian shirt, and he's actually kind of doing some moves. And I mean, this guy's got moves. I mean, literally, he's got moves. And one of the things that I've noticed about him is that he has fans around the world, and he's moving on to the U.S. Now, he's from Seattle, Washington, and he actually kind of moved there 10 years ago, and he actually tried out for a boy band, and he made a boy band in Korea. And he was actually a big part of the K-pop world. So now he just released an American English album here on the States called The Road Less Traveled. And now he's blowing up. I mean, Jay-Z actually signed him to his label and Roc Nation. And Roc Nation is actually putting him in front of everybody right now. And I recently checked out some of his music, and I'm really liking it. I mean, he's got the R&B swag on it. He's got the hip-hop swag that I like. And, you know, I've checked out some of his videos, and he's actually dancing in some of his videos. I mean, this guy does everything. He's kind of like me, multi-talented. I really like people that are multi-talented and really actually show their talents, all their talents. Now, one of the things that I've noticed about Jay Park is that he never gave up on his dream. I mean, when he was younger, his mom actually told him to pick up being a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. And he actually was just like, you know what, I like b-boy dancing. So he was just doing b-boy dancing, and he was up on the scene. And then he just ended up going to Korea and trying out for a boy band and actually making it. And actually that kind of sparked his dream. And he blew up in Korea and the K-pop scene, and now he's taking it to the States. And now Jay-Z's smart because he released his English album, and he's basically like a fresh artist out here because no one really heard of him, and he's on the rise. I mean, literally, people know his talent, and people have been watching this video and passing it around to everybody, and they've been checking him out. And you see other groups do entertainment like that, and do hip-hop, R&B, jazz. And so one of the things that intrigued me about him is he never gave up. I mean, he's been on the scene for a long time. I mean, he's 33 years old. I mean, he's been on the scene for a long time. I mean, the guy looks really young, but still, he's gonna be a big star. I can feel it. In the next couple years, he's gonna be a really big star because he has that energy, he has that swag, and I'm actually enjoying his music, and I can't wait to listen to it even more. I mean, I'll put on his album, and I'll just enjoy it, So one of the things that I like to do is I like to give tips, and it kind of refers to what Jay Park is doing. Now, one of the things is, tip number one, never give up on your dreams. I mean, everybody tells you, even if they tell you, hey man, this ain't gonna work. I'm pretty sure a lot of people tell them, man, you're an Asian guy, and you're doing R&B, you're doing rap, breakdancing. I mean, you're doing breakdancing, bro. I mean, he probably got it all. Number two, I would say, is you need to focus in. I mean, he focused in. He focused in the last 2 to 3 years to make that transition to the U.S. I mean, he's from here, so he's coming back home, and he's like, you know what? I'm big in the K-pop scene, but I'm gonna focus in on making the transition. And number three is work ethic. I mean, I always say work ethic, but this guy probably gets up and does his music. He probably gets up there and he's like, hey man, I want to become one of the biggest guys in the U.S. So he hit up one of the biggest guys in the U.S. and he's out there doing podcasts. He's singing, dancing. He's doing a lot of interviews. I'm pretty sure he has a social media team that he gets up with. They're posting these videos because I stumbled onto this video. Could you imagine all the other people that stumbled onto this video? I like to look at new artists like him. I like to review new artists like that because then I look back in another year and he's one of the biggest guys on stage. I'll be telling people, man, I told you, this guy's going to make it. I mean, he is going to make it. So, thank you, everybody. This is Sir Winston here on the Sir Winston Podcast. It's another end of the week. I'll be coming to you next week. Until then, peace.